Yo, people, what's poppin'? You got a Pokemon librarian here. Alright, so, Cryome sent this team over in Moet's chat. I have modified it a little bit. They were running Adamant Samurai. I decided to make that Jolly because I want to speed tie other base 85, including the, Samurai v Samurai matchup. I think that it's more worth it to speed tie there than to have the extra damage. I also want to outspeed Heatran. I also want to outspeed, certain variants of Great Tusk that are not max speed, and if I know if a Great Tusk outspeeds this, then oh well, it's just max speed Great Tusk. So I don't have to guess and say, is it just running faster than Heatran? Is it just this? Is it just that? That kind of thing, Next we have offensive Great Tusk with the Jetpack. Excellent set. I changed knockoff. I changed it to knockoff from Ice Spinner. I don't like Ice Spinner on it, even though Landorus is in the tier and pretty actively used. And that's because Ice Spinner doesn't even knock out Landorus. And I honestly just prefer being able to knock off an item. It helps hit Gholdengo harder. Because if it's Air Balloon Gholdengo, I have to hit the Ice Spinner just to get rid of the balloon. But by that time, I'm probably already done. So this way, it just can't really switch into me that easily. Stuff like that. We have Specs and Amorous. He was running Cute Charm with Grass Knot over Superpower. I decided to change that to Contrary, and I ran Superpower over Grass Knot because there are only two things in the tier that Grass Knot is targeting. And that is Garganacl and Ursaluna. For Garganacl, if it tears into a Fairy type, it doesn't matter what you do. Grass Knot is doing about the same as Moonblast does. But otherwise, Grass Knot will knock it out. And the only thing that you're knocking out Ursaluna with is a Grass Knot. So I'm just like, if it's an Ursaluna, it's probably on a Trick Room team. So you're dead anyway. So I decided, you know what? This is how we're going to run this. So I decided to make it Contrary because there's no reason not to run Contrary if you're not running Agility or Calm Mind. You might as well run Contrary. It's just a better ability than Cute Charm. And that's because gender of other Pokemon can be random. So it doesn't really come into play as much as you might think. But, it is what it is. So, next up we got Heatran. I made this a little faster. It was just max SPDF. I decided to make this faster than Azu, because I took one look at this team, and I was like, oh god, if an Azu comes in front of a Heatran and sets up, the entire game is over. Because that's literally what happens. Aqua Jet, Aqua Jet, Aqua Jet, Aqua Jet, Liquidation, Liquidation, they're dead. That's straight up. It doesn't even have to click Play Rough against this team. It just Liquidate, Liquidate, Aqua Jet, Aqua Jet, Aqua Jet, Aqua Jet, and everything dies. That's literally how that game would play out. So I decided to make this faster than Azu, so it could not set up a belly drum. But yeah, and that's the thing about Taunt Heatran. I say that you should probably outspeed at least Azumarill, because Azumarill will always be a threat. Even if it's not in the OU metagame, even if it's not used that much, it's still a good idea to outspeed at least that. This also outspeeds max speed Ursaluna by 1. So that's also a reason to have this. So, what? No, YouTube, what are we doing? What are we doing? No, we're gonna... YouTube, sometimes I swear, YouTube. Okay, there we go. I just wanted to have this song on loop. Anyway, so yeah, Air Balloon SNEASLER. You pretty much know this is my variant. Cryome had this as Acrobatics Terra Flying. I don't like that. I like Dark because this is going to lure in Gholdengo. This is going to lure in Dragapult. This is going to lure in the Psychic types that think they can beat it, that, like max defense Slowking might come in, and it's like, okay, I can actually live this hit, it's not +2. I tear into a Dark type, it's immediately gone. That kind of thing. And they're running Jolly, which is completely fine. I actually understand why it's Jolly. But yeah, at +2, this thing is absolutely a demon. Next we got Excalibur. I changed it from Ice Shard to Earthquake and took Dice off of it and gave it Icicle Crash instead. Because I would rather have Boots, because there's only one Hazard Control on this team, and it's this. So yeah. But anyway, we're going to go and see how this does. So this is Cryome Hyper Offense. I do like a Jetpack on Great Tusk. I think that's actually really cool. That's like a really good way to get momentum early. And this is a really aggressive team, so I had to play aggressive with it. Alright, so they're running Cleavor. I don't like that. Cleavor is really strong. I'm just going to lead Samurott because that's the lead on this team. This is a speed tie, and this is another thing. Because Cleaver is probably going to stay in OU. I'm not even going to lie about that. It's probably just going to stay OU because it's signature move. And here, I actually just want to Aqua Cutter. Yeah, because we bring that down to Sash. And they miss their Stone Axe, which is awesome. Yeah, so we both get hazards up. Great Tuscan's up coming out. It boosts its attack. That's fine. I will Aqua Cutter. I lived that. Yeah, I lived that, and you just lost so much of your everything. We Sucker Punch, get that down to 12. This is actually faster than literally everything. I wish I still had Ice Shard right about now, but this is fine. This shouldn't knock me out in any one hit, so I can go for the safe Rapid Spin. Should still knock it out. Yeah, should still knock it out. And now we're actually really fast and scary. SNEASLER comes in, I close combat into my own SNEASLER. Yeah, because this is on a balloon. I close combat. We pivot out into our own SNEASLER. So even though this is at +2, we're completely fine here. It might still knock us out. Oh no, it's just going to tear into a flying type and win. So we're going to go into Heatran to scout that. And hopefully get a burn. We do get the burn. We in fact do get the burn. We do actually need this steel type for the Moltres. No, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. Maybe Enamorus. It might be important for Enamorus. We still have Dire Claw for Enamorus, so I might actually want to Terra Water so the close combat does not knock me out. The thing is, I think I always go for the Earth Power here. Yeah, because they're going to stay in, and we get rid of this. Only thing that should come in is either Moltres or Ursaluna. If they go into the Moltres, I will taunt. They ended up going into Ursaluna. I'm just going to put up rock. Can't guarantee it. I'm going to put up rocks. That way we can see if Enamorus is Scarf, Specs, or Boots. Yeah. And this is completely fine because what it's done is it's lowered its defense. And this comes out, now it has to swap. So this is actually a really good chance for me to get a knockoff because they should switch. Yep, exactly. And we do see that they are Boots. This is completely fine. I want to keep this alive. So I don't have a switch in. So I just close combat. Yeah. And they're player off, so they are superpower. They're physical. They are physical. And Enamorus wins the game if I want a speed tie. That's a fact. And Enamorus straight up, wait. Okay, no, they did move first. They did move first in that turn. Okay. Alright, so they are max speed. We bring this in, though. And we always go for the Dire Claw. Always go for this Dire Claw. That's the beautiful thing about this SNEASLER. Is it can always just win a game. Like, we know we're faster than you. Yeah, Dire Claw knocks you out. Okay, that was your only win con. That's straight up your only win con. This comes out, it will live the close combat. So what I want to actually do is I want to sack back Excalibur. Yeah, and they facaded, so they've used their Terra type, which is really good for me to know. Now the thing here is, I don't know how to beat. Actually, yes, I do. I do this. And we always Night Slash here. Yeah, we do 40. That's enough. That's enough because Enamorus comes out and we just click Moonblast. And it's a done deal. Yeah. Not exactly. Exactly. You're not Sash. Get out of here. That's how you position it for the win. And that is exactly why I run Night Slash on SNEASLER. Right there. Right there. Because you know why, like, it's a good way to scout. It's a really good way to catch those ghost types that otherwise wall you. But I honestly think that is its best set. Acrobatics is great because you get stab acrobatics at that point. But it's like, you still get walled by the ghost types, certain ones. And it's like, you have to make predictions. So just become a dark type. Say, screw the ghost types. And that's why I didn't go for CC there. Because I just sacked back Excalibur. to put myself into a winning spot, especially if they Swords Dance there. Because if they Swords Dance there being greedy, I now have a Baxcalibur in front of them that just gets to Glaive Rush. And we're looking good. So, yeah, good game, good game, good game. We're going to keep going. Yeah, probably another 2 battles. I got a lot I got to do today, guys. I got a lot I got to do today. I definitely do like this team by Cryome. It's very, very strong. And Baxcalibur is a very scary Pokemon to deal with right now. I hate that every Great Tusk is also running Ice Spinner, because I just don't think it's that good on Great Tusk. This is going to be an interesting game. This is going to be a game where I'm very glad that I have Night Slash on SNEASLER, because there's a Goldango. You got to get rid of Zapdos, though, before I sweep SNEASLER. Baxcalibur looks absolutely impeccable in this matchup, so I want to make sure I keep that around. And Emrys is also really good. It outspeeds their entire team. And every time it comes in, it should be getting an Oko outside of the Goldango. So, it's very, very important. Heatran is good against Goldango. It's good against Zapdos. This is probably going to be good against the King Gambit. I'm just going to lead Samurai, because that is the lead on this team. Yep, we're just going to Ceaseless Edge. We're going to set up the spikes. Just go ahead and get that started. Yeah. Okay, they might be running Adamant based on that damage. We just keep going. Yeah, there we go again. And then we Sucker Punch because we're faster. And that's what you get for running Adamant. That right there is exactly what you get for running Adamant. If they go into Great Tusk, that's completely fine. Because what they're going to do is they're just going to Rapid Spin. We'll learn if they're max speed or not. They actually end up going this first, which is even better. I'm just going to go Aqua Cutter. We get decent damage on Zapdos. They Thunderbolt, showing that they are offensive. And because we outsped them, we actually know Baxcalibur is a lot faster than them. So I want to do this because I don't have Ice Spinner on Great Tusk. Plus, I don't want to get paralyzed on Great Tusk. And this is a very free Icicle Crash. So we get to knock out Zapdos, which is great. This is going to deter Great Tusk from coming in. King Gambit might come in. Dragonite does not want to come in. I am a Baxcalibur. Oh, Great Tusk. So it gets the speed. It gets the speed, which is completely fine. Yeah. If I got a Dragon Dance up, I win. I don't know why they did this. Yeah. So they're probably, yeah, no, wait. So wait, a speed booster. Which means they're not running any attack. They're not running any attack. It is max speed, though. I don't know if it has Ice Spinner. I don't want to go hard into Great Tusk. I think I'll just stay in an Ice. Okay. This is what they're doing now. I could Dragon Dance up. Terra Dragon Glaive Rush, because I don't think I need my Terra type. Yeah. Point is, the point of me doing that is because I wanted to make sure that they're in range of my Great Tusk, I think. Because they're Body Press Earthquake, right? Body Press Earthquake. They've already Terra'd. SNEASLER could come in. I'm thinking about it. Because I don't... Actually, Enamorous should come in here. Because I don't think they have a move... Yeah, I don't think they have a move. They are Ice Spinner. They are, in fact, Ice Spinner and not Rapid Spin. Okay. I think I lost the game because of that. So what I want to do here is I want to go SNEASLER. And then I want to go hard into Heatran. Because if I go hard into Heatran, this is what's going to happen, right? They might burn themselves. They unfortunately do not get the burn. Does that burn them? We do get the burn. We do get the burn. That's absolutely amazing. Because here, we just Swords Dance. Yep, we get Swords Dance off. we get to go for the Dire Claw. We knock that out. Gholdengo comes out, Night Slash, just is obliterated. Goodbye. We still have a great Tusk in the back. Problem is that as a Dragonite, they have already Terra'd. We Dire Claw and pray. We Dire Claw and pray. Also, I think E-Speed knocks me out from here, but we're not going to talk about that. It does not knock me out. Sleep. Sleep. We get a Poison, which is actually pretty big. Alright. So we just want to knock off because we're faster. And they've already used, yeah, they've already used Terra type. They've already used Terra type. This is a done deal. This is a done deal. That's GG. See, and that's exactly why you run Dire Claw. That is exactly why you run Dire Claw right there. That Gholdengo would have stopped the sweep. But that is exactly why you run Night Slash on SNEASLER. Right there. That's why you run Night Slash. Because I should have lost that game, but because I was running Night Slash, I won. And that's exactly how it goes. Yeah, no, that Speed Booster bulk up, you don't see that very often. I thought it was going to come into Rapid Spin. So they didn't have a spinner on their team, which is, like, crazy. That's actually crazy. So, you know, very, very important. Now, I will say the turn that made the game change the most was the fact that my Glaive Rush went off first. That was the most important turn. Also, the burn. The burn happening was extremely important as well. And that was the only way I had to go for a win at that point. Because otherwise I did lose to that Great Tusk. But yeah, very well played by my opponent. But yeah. This is one where Samurott can come in. I really want to just put Sacred Sword over Swords Dance. Like, I'm never going to click Swords Dance. But I'm going to explain why you never click Swords Dance with this thing. And it's because you're going to set up hazards. You're not worried about Swords Dance. Like, if you're going to run this in such a way that you can set up Swords Dance, it's going to be a sweeper late game, and you're going to have Aqua Jet. You're probably going to be Aqua Jet, Aqua Cutter, Ceaseless Edge, Swords Dance. You might be Sucker Punch, right? But, like, you'll be running that as, like, the final Pokemon. Like, that's going to be, like, your dedicated sweeper. And I just don't like that. I think Samurott's better early game. And just, you know, punch a couple holes, die, have your hazards up. And then you make the most of it afterwards. So this is a screens team. We're going to lose. I'm going to explain why we are going to lose. You see that? That's a Grimmsnarl. That is a Zamazenta. We lose. We lose. I'm going to lead... Okay, they're going to lead this. I don't want to Terra. I do not want to Terra this early. I sincerely thought that Grimmsnarl was going to lead and set up screens. It had no reason not to. Alright, we just go hard in a Samurott, set up as many hazards as we can, try to spin them out later. They don't have a ghost type. It's fine. Yeah, and they are running Sacred Sword, and that's why I don't like Swords Dance on this. Alright, but this is completely fine. We just go into this, we close combat. I don't care if they Aqua Jet or Sucker Punch. I get the pivot here. So it means I get to go into Heatran. And I get to... And we even have a Spike Up. They don't even have a Spike Up. So this is much better for us. I have Taunt. Alright, yeah, this is going to come in. We are taunting immediately. I didn't care. I did not want them to set up. Because what this allows... Specs and Amorous is really, really good here. Yeah, Specs and Amorous is good, because I'm thinking I might be able to win with Excalibur. But we definitely Moonblast here. They don't have a switch in. I think Specs actually kills this through Multi-Skill, but I might be wrong. I mean, like, the way I think of an Amorous, right? It's basically Mega Diancie. This is basically Mega Diancie. In terms of, like, speed and power, it's very, very similar to Mega Diancie. And Amorous is such a good Pokemon. Because it can run mixed, it can run a lot of different sets, it can run Calm Mind, I've run Calm Mind, there is also Agility. Alright, so there's gonna E-Speed. So they have used their Terra, which is really good. This is bad for me, like, the threat of screens, like, this is why I hate Light Screen. This right here is why I hate Light Screen so much. We do outspeed, so I'm just going to CC. I lose nothing by it. Nothing can switch into this. Actually, a headlong here. Always headlong. Because everything they have is on the ground. If that's Balloon King Gambit, so be it. Yeah, so we're going to knock out Dragonite. This does suck, though. We're going to knock off, yeah. You get rid of that so you don't get as many turns of light screen. Not that that matters. I lose this game unless I have Dire Claw pop off and win it. But yeah, this game's total loss. I'm going to continue to knock off because getting rid of an item is very important. Actually, I should rapid spin so that I am faster than the Zamazenta and the Iron Valiant. I think my only chance of winning is SNEASLER at this point. Yeah, they parting shot, which I don't mind. I just want to be faster than whatever comes in. Zamazenta comes in, and this is a knockoff. We get rid of the leftovers. That's important. Yep, the Iron Defense, and the game is completely over. Please get rid of this Pokemon, Council. Please. I lost, and there's literally nothing I can do. I spent the entire game just like, this is... Light Clay also, in my opinion, probably should be banned. I have to crit. Like my only hope is critting. Yeah, that happens. We are on a balloon. Maybe they'll go for a crunch and throw a Dire Claw and pray. We are faster. Sleep. No, we get a poison. Cool. We go for the CC. Pray for crit. We do not get a crit. Terra Dragon into a Glaive Rush. Pray for a crit. It is also faster than me. That's GG. They need to ban Light Clay for teams like this, because this is just an unfair team. I could copy paste this team and win game after game with it. Why? It screens. You will never kill Zamazenta behind screens. You will absolutely never kill a Zamazenta behind screens. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I think screens takes stuff to another level. Because that was the whole game. It's like, I was just trying to prevent screens from going up. Couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. Alright, we're going to lead Samurai. Hoopa comes in. This is fine. That's the Cecil Sedge. I should outspeed it. If we don't outspeed it, then we know it's Scarf. Which is just big for me. I know they have a Cinderace. I'm not too worried about it. I can spin the hazards away. Hoopa doesn't really want to take this hit anyway. Come on, guy. Come on, guy. It's okay. It's okay. Look, you got 6 hands. You need 6 hands for... You need 6 hands to catch all the hands that I'm throwing at you. It's fine. But you can make the move. It's not that difficult. Yeah, you're going to swap into Zapdos, try to get a para. They fortunately do not get a para. I don't want to waste my Terra type on this. Don't want to go into Great Tusk because obviously it's going to Hurricane. We're going to Aqua Cutter, as we learned, is not offensive Zapdos. And they just roost, which is a big mistake. Yeah. Well, actually, no, we got a crit, so roosting actually was the play. They could have continually roosted, but this is just going to stay here now. If I go with Namorous, they have 0 switch-ins. Yeah, you have 0 switch-ins, I get a free Moonblast off. So you're going to lose the Zapdos, which is really important, because that's going to open up SNEASLER really... That really does open up SNEASLER. I look at this team, I look back at SNEASLER. All I need is to get SNEASLER in front of the Lando, and I win the game. That Moonblast did 50. We're going to do it again. Yeah. Because unless you gunk shotted, you don't knock me out. This is still going to take a lot. I want to calc that to see if that's AV. I want to calc that to see if that's AV. Goodra. Monotype. Moonblast. I don't think it is. Because it was hurt by the spike. Let me see, let me see. You wouldn't be running Sassy ever. Quirky Nature, that's fine. And I just want to put AV on it. So with the AV... Yeah. Wait, how much damage did I do? I did 36. Yeah, that has to be AV. Yeah, I got a high roll, that's AV. So that's really good to know. We go into Heatran. As it Ice Beams. Don't know if you would run Earthquake. Do I need my Steel typing? I don't think I need my Steel typing. Actually, yeah, I do. I do. There's an Enamorous. Actually, no, Enamorous has Earth Power, so it doesn't matter. So I actually do this. I do this in Magma Storm. Yep. Because we trap the Hoopa. Which is big. We put rocks up. That'll mine this. It's a Jack button, though. Yeah, and we just Earth Power this. Yeah, this Thunderbolt does not knock me out. And we just get the Magma Storm now. Yeah. We put rocks right back up because they're going to court change. Yeah. And I'm just going to Magma Storm. And we do get a burn on Cinderace, which is amazing. That's amazing. That's going to come in so handy later. Landorus comes in, it's completely fine, we spin. We get the freest spin off of our life. Yeah, we live that, sir. We live that and we get the... Oh, it's Scarf. Okay, so we just learned that this is Scarf. You know what that means? That means this gets to come in and win the game. Yeah, this just comes in and wins the game. Like, just straight up. Wow, that just does a lot. I'm a liar. I'm a dirty liar. Okay, so Scarf, that Landorus is a thing. That kind of does suck. Win a speed tie. Alright, you did not win the speed tie. Live! Good job, SNEASLER! We win! We win! As long as we don't get parried! We didn't get parried! Yay! We win the game! This is why SNEASLER's stupid! That's why SNEASLER's a stupid Pokemon! Oh my god. Oh, that's so dumb. We should not have won that game. We should not have won that game. I underestimated how strong just Scarf Drill Peck Landorus is. That's the equivalent in power, right? It's a Drill Peck. Alright, that's all I can do. That's all I'm going to do today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. And we're going to see all of you in the next video that we do. Take care, everybody.